So in this video, we're going to be explaining the proper technique when you go to toss. When you toss, traditionally we're going to be in a second position with our toes pointed out, and we're going to start at left flat, so our right hand again over the butt with our fingers together flush with the end of the rifle, and our left hand is going to be underneath just between the bolt and the clip here where the strap meets the rifle. We're going to be holding nice and flat down by our waist. For technique in tossing, the first thing we have to do is dip. So now when we dip, we're going to bring our right hand up to our cheek as if we're punching ourselves in the jaw. So it's going to come up nice and tight this way, and it's going to come up with a lot of energy. So you lift and snap it in. When you do that, your forearm is going to become perpendicular with the rifle this way. So it's going to be even with the butt here. Our thumb is also going to come up, and it is going to squeeze up against our fingers instead of staying pushed on the end of the rifle. Our left hand is going to do a bit of it's going to crank a little bit past where it's comfortable, but that's okay because you're only going to be holding it for a little bit. And it's going to slightly push down and into our hip this way. So we create a nice shoulder hip angle, 45 degrees with the rifle. You can see my left hand is down by my hip and it's twisted a little bit, but I'm still keeping that right elbow tight to my rib cage. And my right arm is going to be nice and flat with the end of the rifle, and our palm is pressed up against it this way, giving us the force that we need to grip it. Now we're only going to be doing singles here. So when you go into toss, after you hit this position, it's very important you practice hitting this dip. You're then going to take your right hand, which is on top, is going to push down and slap down onto our thigh this way, as if you're putting your middle finger down the seam of your pants. And our left hand is going to unwind from this position and just flip to flat. During higher tosses, this hand's going to lift up more and more depending on how high we toss. But for now, all it's going to do is just flip over to flat, as you don't have to lift for a single, it just spins right in front of you. So again, we're flat, pull to the dip, nice and sharp. And we're going to push down with our right hand, and at the same time, our left hand is going to unwind to flat, and we're going to let go. And all together, it's going to look, we dip, push to here, and then we'll let go. When we catch, we're starting in left position. We're going to end in right flat. So our rifle is going to be flat by our waist. Our right hand is going to be underneath the neck. Our left hand is going to be over on the tip. So all together, you're going to squeeze, dip. It's going to do one rotation, push, flip, and then catch at this right flat. Ideally, you want to have it at your waist exactly where you started. So if you find yourself catching up here, that means you're just lifting a little too much with that left hand and you need to bring it down more. Again, we're at flat. When we count it off, it'll be 5, 6, squeeze on 7, dip on 8, push on 8 and we release on 1. And we'll be catching on count 2 as we're throwing a single. So it'll be 5, 6, 5, 6, squeeze, dip, out, catch, just like that. And on the catch, we want to make sure that we're wrapping that right thumb, so that way on days where your hands are sweaty or it's rainy and the equipment's wet, it won't slip out of your hands. One more time. We're at flat, 5, 6, 5, 6, squeeze, dip, out,